YouTube, it's Marv. How the hell are you? So, I am addicted to Lost Ark now, and I've been exclusively doing PvP. I've leveled up characters just to level 26, so we can start doing Proving Grounds, and I think that it is in a really well-balanced state right now. I'm really enjoying it, so I've been playing mostly Bard, and I kind of want to give you guys a guide on what I've been doing, what I feel is best, and see if I can help you guys out. So if you like this thing, do the YouTube things. That's all I'm asking. Anyways, we're gonna hop right into it. So this is your Book of Coordination. You can access it through your character menu down here. It's Alt Z is the keybinds for it. Book of Coordination. You can have two different presets. Well, you can have more, but I have two different presets. But the one I've been using the most is this one. I have Team here with the one in crit, 249 in specialization, and then 750 in endurance. Make yourself tankier. So first ability, or what I'm going to talk about first, is Point. It is great. You drop down a circle, and in that circle it knocks people back, and it puts a absorb on your allies that are in it because of the shining protection. So you do Point, you go Agile Cast, Stabilized Light into shining protection. Next one is going to be our second point. So we got Point Rhapsody of Light, Point Sonic Vibration. So Sonic Vibration, go Tenacity for push immunity, Chain Vibration for the slam down, and then Wide Angle Attack for bigger area. And what you're going to see in a lot of these is you go for a lot of push immunity. And if you want to start learning how to play this, you're going to learn to use these push immunities at the right time to basically cancel out other players' abilities. It's really nice. For your E, or for what I have as E, is a normal Prelude of Storm. This is your stun. It's pretty point and click. Go Quick Prep for cooldown, Wide Angle to make it bigger, and Lightning Concentration so it comes out in front of you and does a little bit more damage, but it's also bigger. It's nice. For my R, I have Soundaholic. Now, this is your big damage ability. You're going to use this after you hit them with your like one of my favorite combos is to W them up, or Point Sonic Vibration, lift in the air, slam them down, and then stun them out of that, and then R for a bunch of damage. It's really good combo. But you'll go Raid for Cone in front of you and does more damage. Less duration plus 5 hit amount, and then the cooldown is a little bit higher, but it just makes it more damage. And then when you pair that with Focus Fire, you can't change the direction, but it does all of that damage quicker, is the best way to explain it. So it's really good. And then I have the Buckshot. The Buckshot is the hardest one so far that I've had to learn to use, because it is a really short range, but you'll find that you can use this when you have melee jumping in on you. You can buckshot them away really quick. Or another really good ability, or good way to use this ability, is to help with your team juggling the enemies. So you'll see them kind of falling in the air, and if you hit it right at the right time, it'll juggle them back up in the air so they can't move again. So but with this one, you only put 7 points in. You go Shock Enhancement and Tenacity for more push immunity. So then we got our Heavenly Tune. Now this is a big buff that you put on people. Gives them a bunch of damage, or does a little bit of damage, but gives a bunch of attack and recovery and stuff like that. So big buff. You want to keep this up as much as you possibly can. So we'll go Agile Cast for cast speed. We'll go Tough Tune, so we get more attack speed. And then go Intense Tune, so it basically buffs how much you buff them. And then we go with our March. March is down here. So March is a channeled ability. You hold it down, and these little balls will come out from behind you. Cheerful March for more move speed, and then impaired mobility. Basically gives you better mobility. So use this a lot of times to help get around the map, and also get away from things, because it gives you a little bit of mobility and stops it from people being able to get to you. But the balls will converge on them, or kind of like home on them, and slows them down and stuff like that. It's really helpful to set things up. And then our last ability is Guardian Tune. This is a huge damage mitigation buff. So you give them less, like they take 30% less damage, and then at the end of it, because we have endless protection here, after the buff falls off, they get 15% shield for 8 seconds. And then we also go to Wind of Protection because it blocks 1 debuff attack. So it's super nice. You also get Tenacity on this one as well for more pushback immunity. And then for our ultimate ability, we use Symphonia, and jump up in the air. You have huge area around you. At the end of the cast, you do a little bit of damage, but you also have a huge, or give a huge shield to all of your allies. This well-timed, this will turn any fight around. One thing I was a little bit confused about is that in order to use your awakening skills, you have to go to the merchant and buy these awakening chaos shards. General merchant in town will let you buy them. They're pretty inexpensive, but you have to have these on in order to use your awakening skill. So that's it. At the end of this, I'm going to link a couple of videos from some matches from earlier today where we kicked some ass. And anyways, I hope you guys like it. If you did, make sure to do the YouTube things. Thanks, guys. See you. Bye.